Welcome to another episode, Middle Ground with JLE L.L.C, where we treat you like family. That's the theme song, Detroit Love, off my first album, the JLE Experience. Always gotta be prepared. Stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. We'll have to reschedule tonight's guest, Professor Roger White. It should be this week coming up. In the Middle Ground, we cater to the guests. Make sure we get the information out to the people. But I always gotta have something in the chamber, so here's your boy. I ain't done this in a minute. They should never let me out. How y'all doing tonight? And tonight I figure we're gonna talk. Why not talk about the brand? This was Friday night. What else is there to talk about but Middle Ground? JLE Fridays, you know. God's been amazing. Hope everybody Thanksgiving was pretty safe and awesome. Ate the food you wanted and you worked some of it off. Oh, let me get this on Facebook so it's righteous. One moment. Just sure that. Cool. Call multitasking. Hope everybody had a good time. We gotta find a way to keep this all the way on here. There she go. There she go. Well, once I finish doing this, there we go. Gotta get this to public on the edit, make it public. We're good to go on Facebook now. There we go. Now I get back to the comments. Former guest and future teammate. What up, Big Tiff? And if I'm the bishop, Storm Passing Faith, we're gonna have that spot down there in Tampa. You're gonna be the deacon. Whatever minister, what we're gonna do for you? We're gonna do a bid. We're gonna do a bid. Hope you and the people good down there. But got everything right so everybody can see the shows. It's streaming on Twitter as well. Got to figure out how I can do it on TikTok and all these other things. Try to keep up with all the technology. Got to get the people. Got to give it to you. You know, this middle ground. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of the middle ground and hear these amazing individuals doing awesome stuff with their purpose? And getting that Yoda game at the end. Because I need to squeeze every little bit up out of you so you can pass to someone else that, for whatever reason, hesitant to go after their dreams and goals and purpose. But in the middle ground, it's branched off to 3 shows. 8 o'clock Fridays and Saturdays at 7 is always going to be the foundation. And when Big Bro's talking, you know, if you're a Marvel person, the Tree of Life, that'll be the interview show. And I took off November for my birthday. I only did 1 episode to do my nephew. Shout out to Big Zion. It was cool chopping up with him. I forgot to call you this week. I will be calling you this weekend. Just at least try to keep my once a week. Don't be forgetting, be busy, man. It's all love. And you know, you kind of get you get a little complacent, like, okay, I've been grinding because this is season 11. This episode 20, two more, and then we about to jump to season 12. Wow. 2.5 years cranking out 12 seasons. Over 260 episodes. 31 countries full of listeners. All age demographics. The sponsorship and everything that need to come. Just trust the process. If God got you to do it, He already know how it need to play out. You just play your position. Play your position. And that's all I'm trying to do with this time. But I'm definitely trying to work better with the marketing. You know, like, I mean, it's a cool show. I mean, I'm humble. People think I'm a Jedi Knight vet with this thing. I just try to give to God, man. Truly, you know, try to stay humble and be of a servant to whoever guest is, because I live by all my taglines for Middle Ground, the interview show, where we treat you like family. Sports show with my homegirl and her wild takes, Marte. That one's coming up at 9:30 tonight, Sports Lounge, where we discuss sports like family. and then to chill you out, have a cool vibe conversation with my amazing co-host Terry, the ground floor, where we can agree to disagree on whatever topics we cover. That's gonna be some cool stuff tonight we're talking about. It's always good to talk about some musical stuff. Going to the studio in the morning. I ain't been there in a while. Start working on the third album. Ooh, back to grinding. But as I had November off, I was straight chilling, relaxing. Still gave people what they wanted, so a lot of content. So I would put up episodes so you still get the content, and God gonna get that work, man. I started seeing people popping up like, oh, this person's scheduled. This let me check my calendar link and see what December look like. Like, bam. Oh, we gone for the month. Like, okay. Now we're into January. All right. Hey, we back to grinding. And I'm working to I've turned my JLE daily devotionals from words to video. Some days I be at work, I be busy, forget, but work to do better to always give that under a minute video encouragement for the day, whatever word God has me say. Put on all my social media platforms. Because I know this is really going to be something. It's awesome, but it's going to be super awesome once I get when it's time for the next phases of it. Live audience, building, production of TV shows, everything. I mean, I'm starting to see the vision because times I can get a little. This thing ain't moving like it need to, but I'm doing it. You might get a little unenergized in what your purpose is. I mean, someone out here might relate to what I'm talking about. You might happen, same old with it, but trust and believe. Stuff happens to re-energize and the one thing Middle Ground brand or the JLE brand overall will be about is great customer service. I'm looking to create a tier system where you can market your stuff on my show for a nice price. Figure that out. I start doing some live, not I don't know if it's called commercials, but like I know I do the flyers to like this episode coming up the episode, but let's take it to the next stage where it might be a video. This week episode, you want to check it out. Don't keep trying to get better with with technology with it. Very rare. I had one of these. Like the gate got open and let me out. I'm out here doing it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But it's pretty cool to be doing this. And I definitely shout out to my two co-hosts, Terry and Marte, for rocking with me and doing this thing because, man, it's work. But it's cool to have some teammates. And eventually I'm going to have my assistant where I can do more just reaching out to people and not writing up the show format, all of that good stuff. I'm having my Avengers is coming. I'm a patient man. Everything in its time and place. Just keep doing the work, keep doing it right, and have fun doing it. Now it's crazy because I say you couldn't tell me I'd be doing this even before the pandemic. I was just looking at doing music, have a stupid party at the Rooster Tail for my graduation. I had a plan. It's gonna have me a cooler with at least 2 or 3 bottles of Dom Perignon, some few bottles of Gatorade and water, and we was gonna get crunk, have a great time. Who knew the world was gonna shut down? All I can do is just laugh. Like you graduated '96 and they gave you a stint to school. You get out in July. Like you just can't catch a break on graduation, brother. At least you did it. But I do look to have a party for the Middle Ground brand. That coming up party. That'd be the party where I do everything, you know, and have a good time doing it. Uh, One guest we're gonna have coming up this month is former guest Brandon Brown. I met at Dr. Lisa H. Fuller first mental health fair. Amazing young man. He's about to graduate from Michigan. I'll be interviewing his mom this month. That's gonna be pretty dope. I mean, every guest I've had so far is awesome. And tomorrow, gonna have Tiffany Williams Perry back on. That's fam. She high energy. She doing different stuff now. Here to talk about that. Um, of course, my board of directors are awesome people. Dr. Neely. She almost done it all in my book. She's a wealth of knowledge. Minister Cynthia. She's doing her thing. Her book is out. Crazy didn't get me. I have 3 books out. Yes. Every title you see up there, I actually have product. Go to Amazon, look up Jeffrey L. Edwards. You will find inspiration. Keep working, keep grinding, keep praying to achieve your goals. Hashtag musician thoughts. You may have missed the mark, but you can find it again. Hashtag musician thoughts. And a virtual education conference I spoke at, put in book form for the 3rd book. The words can break the cycle. I'm working to do a book signing. That's gonna be very interesting. I'm looking to get that in the works. An hour, 2 hours somewhere nice. See what that do. Really start. And shout out to Jackie Showers because I spoke at her great event at the Gospel Cafe. You gotta promote you more. So this is a great way to just nonstop market the brand. You know, I am the face of it, so I definitely want to do better, be in better health, better mind, all that good stuff. You know, it's work, find balance. I go back to the studio tomorrow and it's like, something to work on. And I find myself doing that a lot. Like, okay, you got a few tracks for the 3rd album. And that's going to be a double disc, 20 song, 10 gospel, 10 other genres, all banging beats from Detroit. I work with the gospel Dr. Dre, throne music. Awesome young man. And I mean, I got it. Since I have homeboys who love the bang and knocking their vehicles, so if you play my stuff, you got to hear it. You know, get some respect. You know, but definitely a lot of stuff coming up. I'm looking to do more speaking events. First time I did it was terrified, but it was fun. That I can say. And definitely, times I forget I am a CEO. I actually want to do more with the companies. I have 3. And I know it might look like Jeff be doing a lot of stuff, but I have a structure in mind. You know, JLE Studios Incorporated is the overall umbrella. You know, everybody knows middle ground with JLE brand. And my record company, I had to make Rebel Force Entertainment LLC reality. Anybody that knew me in the squad back at Cooley, if I wasn't talking smack with the fellas or trying to talk to the beautiful ladies to say, at least look at me, I'd be writing a song. And I always be writing because Babyface was my mentor from afar. Back then I called myself LG. LEG, the E was silent. Think that was late for Latin, the great or something. But I write a song, whatever. LEG, name of the album, Love Journey, Rebel Force Entertainment. They're like, Rebel Force Entertainment, like, yeah, that's the company. Really? And I had that's been the most humbling, prideful thing on this journey that young man idea in high school, especially when I had choir with Sharita and the other few cats in there. I'm like, you already got a record company idea? I'm like, yeah, I mean, LaFace Records, I'm watching Babyface move. He got it. He got that. I want that. And I think that made him the person I looked up to the most of all the people that's out here. Because back then, you buy a CD or tape, I always looked at who wrote it, produced it. To me, you was a real musician. So, and I know it's with him. If he worked on a song or album, they went platinum. Platinum million albums sold. So I'm like, I want to do that. Do my own music, get my name out there, fall back, and just produce other people. And they know I worked on it. They'll go buy it. So that's definitely, yeah. And there were other artists, like some people know me. Brian Knight, my man, that piano man. But he tell the story is pretty awesome. Joe, another amazing dude. I learned about Will Downey in the Millennium. And he got problems, pray for him, but R. Kelly. And his musicianship, I was amazed at this guy, no matter what genre, he could write a song and it sound good. And I always looked at it as I want to be that versatile. So if someone would say, Jeff, why don't you go make a reggae song? Give me some time. Here you go. Go do classical. Go do rock. Like, okay, I want to be able to adapt to anyone. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great artists out here now, but they don't mean it. I do watch an R&B Money podcast and learn about some of the greats in R&B that's been doing stuff and their journeys, and I be just like, wow. Like when I watched Casey was on there, I was amazed. Fair My Lady was their demo. Like, that's the demo? Wow. Okay. That's like when I bought Anthony Hamilton's second album, Soul Life. And I did some research and found out that was his first album in like 93, 94 on Soul Life Records. Label disbanded, didn't do nothing with the album. Then he finally came out with Come Where I Come From, and then he dropped the second album. And I remember when I first played it and I Cry came on. Oh my God, that's that brown liquor. Your baby left you, but come back home type Carolina soul music. Like, whoa, he made this early 90s. They would have that would have killed the game if they came out back then. Because you didn't hear nothing like that. That soulfulness, that pain, the melody of it. Like, it was awesome. So I'm definitely looking for this third album to really. First album proved to myself I could make an awesome album, and I did. Every song had a star. I learned how to write bars because I had, shout out to rappers because that's a lot of work. Second album, I wrote it, and I would, you know, drum music was my teacher. So when I did my raps, I would, hey, how this sound? This work? Like, okay, you learning, cool. Every song on that album got a star. So musically now, I want to really do some collaborations and really just see what's really in me that I ain't put out here in my music. Really putting my foot in it, so to speak. That's how I'm looking at it right now. And for me, the gospel song, they always got had the best beats to me. I mean, guys gotta show God some love. I still want the other stuff to have banging beats too, but I mean, it's gonna be a gospel track. It gotta be the most bangingest thing ever. Because I ain't like gospel music back in the day. To me, a lot of it sucked. You couldn't say that because that's disrespectful. but it's gotten way better over the years. But I definitely want to cover. I got a hip hop classical track, um, a '70s type soul track. I haven't did an acoustic song to a guitar, so I might try to cover a few genres for the other disc. So it's definitely different. And after Andre 3000, he dropped a flute album, which is dope. We're gonna talk about that on Ground Floor a little later. Really get to my musicianship and see what I could do. You know, and hey, I'm getting this out the mud, building a brand from scratch. So there are probably some hiccups. I make mistakes, but you learn from it, keep going. Because I'm gonna get this thing to the top, baby. It's gonna get there. A lot of hard work. And sometimes when I'm doing that hard work, I remind myself, and shout out to the ones God sent me to remind me as well, like you doing a lot of amazing stuff that people watching. Just keep stay on task, keep doing the work, don't lose focus, keep grinding. And anybody ever admired from what they've done, just keep working. And you will get to your destination. And then the real work and fun start because now you really doing it. Like I didn't know John B wrote all of his stuff. He was on Joe Budden podcast, so I checked him out. And RB Money, like, wow, that's pretty dope for that dude coming off the gate, right? But on that musicianship, you can do your own stuff. It's cool to have somebody write for you, but I learned that early on. You gotta figure it out for yourself. So will someone change up on you? Then what you gonna do? And I don't like asking for help. I will. I'm not that prideful, but I learned a long time ago with music, like whatever you're gonna do with this, you got to figure it out. 'Cause you can't trust people in this game. And a lot of tracks I made so far that I did everything. It's like, wow, you did that. That played in your head and you brought it to life. So normally that's been the process. I write a song. I wrote one in a minute, but it played here. But now I get all this new technology. I can start recording it and get back to it. So definitely getting back to the artist side of stuff. And my boy Joe once said, "Got to finish these other books." I ain't forgot about that. So I got at least 3 other books I ain't finished yet. 3 or 4. Yeah, it's 4 actually. So just keep working, man. Anybody watching this or watch a replay of it, just keep working. Don't be afraid to be a creative or afraid to dream the impossible. Because you always gonna have someone if you just say, "Man, I think I could make a canvas levitate in the sky." Guaranteed, man, you can't do that. You ain't no Picasso. You're gonna have someone throw that negativity at you. Sometimes don't tell people. No, read the room. Know who you should say that around. But if you got some real people on your team, well, how you gonna go about it? That sounds pretty cool. You thought about this? Well, we got a phone, let's research. Them your peoples. They want to help you figure out how to make that canvas levitate. Instead of, oh, you can't do it. And you got too many people like that. I learned that in business school. You just need one yes. And you'd be amazed how the creativity and ideas just start clicking. But you gotta be brave and stand out there. Sometimes you might be out there on your own. Might be your path. Lord knows I'm looking at a lot of stuff like I expect This to be my route to my path, my purpose. But and God will receive your life story. So he might be stop, rewind, fast forward, edit, put pause right there, start over. Never know. But embrace it. Because when I sit here now and look at this is season 11, episode 20. Man, I rebooted this show back in March 21 on Anchor, the audio app. To now, I mean, I got I'm almost close to 1,000 connections on LinkedIn. Appreciate all of them. 1,200 followers. Appreciate all of them. When I was just a class assignment in business school to create a profile. So I mean, if I'm doing this stuff, ain't telling what you can do out here. But you can't be afraid to fail. Or how people view you. I had to go with that one. Gotta make sure that one. Get in deep water. I don't care what people think about you. Do the work. That's all what you're here for. I don't know what that song. That sound. There we go. That sound down. And do the work. And you'll start having more conversation with people. Notice what you're doing. Like, so how that come? How this coming? Okay, pretty cool. You know, you find yourself like, nah, I didn't know that person even noticed what I be posting or checked out episode. Never know, man. 'Cause people need content. Some people thought it would go away after COVID slowed down. New normal. People still want content. As long as you believe in what you're doing, you're gonna find your base. I'm about to start working on some merchandise because there's definitely a goal before January. And just a hat, hoodie, t-shirt. Some with middle ground on it. I'm gonna make that reality. And then we're gonna go from there with it. And that'll be what I will wear on my shows. Because I'm really at that point, I only want to wear my stuff. I don't shout out to all the amazing designers. I don't care about it. I only want to rock JLE brand stuff. So I don't want to have on. Whatever it is with middle ground, JLE, one of the show names or something. That's all I'm on. Rock my own gear. Shout out to my homeboy Bobby in the building. He got his own lamb gear that's pretty dope. He doing this thing. I want mine. And I'm figured out. Now I got a little bit of time. Chill out for the next show at 9:30. So if I can leave anybody with something for this episode, kind of continuation of the daily devotional from earlier. Don't be afraid to dream or think about the unknown. You might be that person that needs to bring it to life. And why not you? Your name ain't Gabe Einstein. We wouldn't know who he is if he didn't do it. They can be talking about you years from now because you actually did it. People interviewing you about your life story. What made you get on that journey? So why not you? Change the path of your generations. Create a company that, hey, you can employ people. Because that is the goal. I will be a multi-billion-dollar corporation globally with over 10,000 employees. That will come to pass. I just got to make sure I got the right people working with me. Keep this thing running the way I want it. But that will be. Because they're going to have a building at Wayne with my name on it. I guarantee that. And that boy going to be state of the art, all of it. studio, all the trimmings. Guaranteed. And when I get there, you pop this tape, this YouTube, wherever. He did say he was gonna do all that. It may have took him, I don't know the year, day, time, month, but all I'm saying will come to pass. I got faith of mustard seed. Whatever my words, we breathe life into what I want to come to pass, and it will happen. But you gotta know that you know that you know and believe in you that you can do it. Through all the adversity, pitfalls, crooked curves, whatever, you can do it. Everybody else might not see that straight line through the darkness, but you do. Keep following it. Man, we on what you doing? Don't worry. I see it. I will keep going because I see it. If I got to, I'll leave y'all there and come back and get you. But you follow it. That's one thing. I see a lot of stuff about Kobe. Great player. I was a big fan. But my mentality was pretty much with that focus. And I learned that watching a documentary on the Dream Team or the Redeem Team, they called themselves in '08. Everybody was over there partying. He in the gym working. And then we learned why they were losing and not winning gold because they was over there partying. They weren't over there about this business. And it was a big deal when he ran through Paul Gasol, his teammate with the Lakers. They like, man, that's your teammate. You ain't gonna do. They like, dude, I'm gonna set the tone. He my teammate, but he ain't on Team USA, so I'm gonna run him over. And when he did it, they really saw the business mind locked in. We have a goal here. Don't care who in the way. Don't care if I know you. Right now, you ain't on my team, so you in the way. And you got to have that type of focus on whatever you're working on. And you will get there. When you get there, it's going to be beautiful. Man, that thing going to be beautiful. You're going to look back like all that I went through was worth it because this right here is pretty damn awesome. And I hope on that note, everybody enjoy the night. 9:30 going to be Sports Lounge. 11:30, ground floor. JLE Fridays. Going to keep it rocking and rolling. Thanks to anybody that tuned in or is going to share it. Come back for more.